Did you know that waking up more than 3 times a night to use the bathroom can double your risk of memory loss and falls after 60? Most people think it's just a normal part of aging, but the truth will surprise you. And in this video, I'll show you the real reasons behind it, and the simple daily changes that can completely transform your nights. In today's video, I'm going to share with you the truth about Nocturia nighttime urination that millions of Americans over 60 are struggling with. Together, we'll discover why it's more dangerous than you think, which daily habits are silently making it worse, and most importantly, the simple science-based strategies you can start today to finally enjoy full nights of sleep again. Let me tell you a story. Just last week, a 72-year-old patient came to see me. She said, "Doctor, I can't even remember what it feels like to sleep through the night." She was waking up 4 or 5 times every night. She stopped going out in the evenings because she was afraid she wouldn't sleep. She felt tired every day, irritable, and like she was losing the joy of living. But after we adjusted just a few simple habits, within 2 weeks, she was sleeping 6 straight hours without interruption. She told me, "I feel 20 years younger." That's why today's topic matters so much. Sleep is not just rest. It is the foundation of memory, heart health, and the energy you need every single day. In the next few minutes, we'll go through the hidden causes that force you out of bed at night, the 5 common habits many people think are helpful but actually make things worse, and a step-by-step routine you can follow to reclaim your nights and your health. So let's begin with the very first thing you need to understand: the real impact of Nocturia on your health after age 60. How many times do you usually wake up at night to use the bathroom? Share your number in the comments so we can learn from each other's experiences. Part 1. The real impact of Nocturia. After 60, Nocturia is not just getting up to use the bathroom at night. It's a condition that quietly steals your health in ways most people never imagine. When your sleep is interrupted 2, 3, or even 5 times a night, you lose the deep sleep stages your body needs most. That's when your brain organizes memories, your heart recovers, and your immune system repairs itself. Without that deep rest, the consequences are real. Your memory begins to slip. Your risk of falling at night increases. Your heart and blood pressure are placed under greater stress. And over time, depression and fatigue can take away the joy you once had in daily life. The numbers are staggering. Research shows that about 1 in 3 Americans over age 60 wake up multiple times each night because of Nocturia. That means millions of older adults are living every day with tired eyes, heavy bodies, and slower minds. And here's another reality that isn't often talked about. Every year, the United States spends billions of dollars treating sleep disorders connected to nighttime urination. Hospital visits, falls, medications, and complications from lost sleep add up to a massive cost, both for individuals and for our healthcare system. Let me give you an example. One of my patients, a retired teacher in her late 60s, used to laugh and say, "Doctor, I think I live in the bathroom more than in my own bed." She believed it was just a normal part of getting older. But what she didn't realize was that her broken sleep was the reason she felt anxious, forgetful, and weak during the day. Once we worked together to address her Nocturia, her energy returned, and she said she finally felt like herself again. The lesson is simple but powerful. Waking up at night to urinate isn't just inconvenient. It's a red flag, a warning sign that your body and your habits need attention. So let me ask you, have you noticed your memory or mood changing because of poor sleep? Do you feel more unsteady or more tired during the day than you used to? I'd love to hear your experiences in the comments, because sharing helps us all learn together. Now that we understand the real impact Nocturia can have on your health after 60, let's explore the medical causes you should never ignore. Part 2. Why sleep matters more than you think. Sleep is not just the time when you close your eyes and rest. It's the time when your body performs its most important work to keep you healthy and alive. There are 2 special stages of sleep: REM sleep and deep sleep. REM sleep is when your brain processes memories, stores information, and balances your emotions. Deep sleep is when your body repairs cells, restores muscles, and resets your hormones. When you enjoy a full night's sleep, Your body runs like a well-tuned machine. Your heart gets the rest it needs. Your brain organizes itself so you can remember better. And your immune system becomes stronger to protect you from illness. But when your sleep is broken by waking up many times a night, your body never completes those important cycles. Your immune system grows weaker, leaving you more vulnerable. The aging process speeds up, and slowly, year after year, your overall health and even your lifespan are reduced. Think of it this way. Sleep is like a team of workers repairing your house at night. If you keep waking them up, their work is interrupted. By morning, the job is left unfinished, patchy, and fragile. That's exactly why you wake up tired and drained, even if you spent hours in bed. Large studies in the US show this clearly. Older adults who do not get enough sleep are nearly twice as likely to suffer from memory loss and nighttime falls compared to those who sleep well. It's not just a normal part of aging. It's a warning sign your body wants you to notice. So let me ask you, when was the last time you enjoyed a deep, uninterrupted night of sleep and woke up full of energy? Share your answer in the comments, because your story may inspire someone else watching right now. Now that we understand how vital sleep really is, let's move on to the next part, where we'll uncover the medical causes you must never ignore. Part 3. Medical causes you must not ignore. Up until now, we've talked a lot about daily habits. But I want to emphasize something very important. Not every case of nighttime urination comes from habits. Sometimes, it's your body crying out for help. For men, the most common cause is an enlarged prostate. When the prostate grows bigger, it presses against the bladder. This creates the constant feeling that you need to urinate, even when the bladder isn't full. Another common cause is diabetes. When blood sugar is too high, your body tries to flush the extra sugar out through urine. The result is more frequent urination, especially during the night. For people with heart failure or kidney disease, the situation becomes even more complicated. Fluids build up in the body during the day. At night, when you lie down, those fluids are redistributed. This increases urine production, forcing you out of bed again and again. And let's not forget about diuretic medications, often prescribed for high blood pressure. These medicines are designed to help your body release fluid, but they can also make nighttime urination much worse. So when should you see a doctor right away? If you ever notice blood in your urine, if you feel burning, pain, or difficulty when urinating, if you are losing weight quickly, experiencing swelling in your legs, or feeling unusually tired, these are warning signs you must not ignore. Here's the truth I want you to remember. Not every problem comes from drinking too much water or eating too late. Sometimes, your body is ringing the alarm bell, and seeing a doctor early could prevent much more serious complications. So let me ask you, are you currently taking diuretics? Or have you ever been diagnosed with diabetes, heart disease, or prostate problems? If so, share your experience in the comments. Your story could help someone else understand their own situation better. Now that we know which medical causes may be hiding behind nighttime urination, let's move on to the next part. The 5 daily habits that might be quietly ruining your sleep. Part 4. 5 habits that secretly sabotage your sleep. Now let's talk about daily habits. Little things that may seem harmless, but are actually the reason you wake up so many times during the night. 1. Drinking liquids within 3 hours of bedtime. It's not just plain water. It also includes soup, tea, coffee, juice, and even watery fruits like watermelon. Here's the science. When you drink too close to bedtime, your kidneys are still working at night. That fills your bladder faster, forcing you to wake up. One of my 72-year-old patients used to drink chamomile tea every evening to help her sleep. She had no idea that cup of tea was the reason she woke up 3-4 times every night. When she stopped drinking tea in the evening, she slept 5 hours straight. The lesson: set yourself a liquid curfew. Stop all drinks at least 3 hours before bedtime. 2. Eating late dinners and diuretic foods. Many people think a late dinner is fine as long as it's light. But the truth is, Eating too close to bedtime, especially foods with diuretic properties like tomatoes, cucumbers, celery, green tea, or chocolate, keeps your bladder busy all night long. Remember, your body needs about 3-4 hours to fully digest a meal. If you eat at 8:30 p.m. and go to bed at 10 o'clock, your digestive system and bladder aren't ready for rest. I had a 68-year-old patient who always ate late dinners with fresh tomatoes. He woke up at 1 o'clock and 3 a.m. like clockwork. After changing his dinner time to 6 p.m. and skipping tomatoes, he slept 6 uninterrupted hours. 3. Using the bathroom just in case before bed. This is a habit many people believe is smart, but the truth is, going to the bathroom when your bladder isn't full trains your bladder to get used to holding less. Over time, the bladder learns to send urgent signals even when only a small amount of urine is present. One of my 74-year-old patients told me, "I always went before bed just to be safe, but I still woke up 2 hours later." After retraining herself, only going when she truly felt the urge, she extended her sleep to 5 or 6 continuous hours. My advice: listen to your body. Go only when you feel a real, clear need. 4. Sleeping in the wrong position with the wrong pillows. It may sound strange, but your sleeping position can affect nighttime urination. If you sleep on your stomach or use pillows that are too high, pressure builds on your abdomen and bladder. That pressure makes you feel the urge to go, even if you don't need to. Science shows that sleeping on your side, with a pillow between your legs and a medium pillow under your head, keeps your spine aligned, improves circulation, and reduces pressure on the bladder. A 71-year-old former soldier told me he always slept on his stomach because it felt natural. But when he switched to his side with proper pillow support, his bathroom trips dropped from 3 times to just once a night within 2 weeks. 5. A bedroom that's too warm and clothes that are too heavy. Your body needs to cool down by about 182 degrees Celsius to enter deep sleep. If your room is too hot or your clothes too heavy, this cooling process is blocked. As a result, your vasopressin hormone, the one that reduces urine production at night, drops. One retired teacher from Florida used to sleep with the air conditioning off and heavy flannel pajamas. She was waking up 4 to 5 times every night. When she switched to light cotton pajamas and kept her room around 68 degrees Fahrenheit, she finally slept peacefully. So you see, 5 habits that seem harmless are actually sabotaging your sleep. The good news is, every one of them can be changed with small, simple adjustments. Now let me ask you, which of these 5 habits do you find yourself doing the most? Share it in the comments. I'd love to hear, and it might help others too. Now that we understand the habits we need to avoid, let's move on to the next part. How to track your progress and actually see the difference in your sleep. Part 5. Tracking your progress like a pro now that you know which habits to change. The question is, how can you tell if you're really making progress? The answer is simple. Become your own personal doctor by keeping track each day. First, keep a small notebook or even just a sheet of paper right by your bed. Every night before you go to sleep, write down the last time you drank water, the time you ate dinner, and what kinds of foods you had. Then, in the morning, add this: how many times you woke up during the night to use the bathroom, and how your body felt when you opened your eyes. To make it even clearer, use a simple scale from 1 to 5. A score of 1 means the night was terrible. You slept poorly and felt exhausted all day. A score of 5 means you slept deeply, woke up rarely, and felt full of energy. When you track this for 1 or 2 weeks, something amazing happens. You'll see the change right there on paper. From 5 trips to the bathroom down to 3. From 3 trips down to 2. That's living proof you are moving in the right direction. One of my patients once told me, "I never thought I'd feel excited just because I slept 4 hours straight. But when I saw in my notebook that my bathroom trips were going down, I felt like I had just won a major victory." And here's what I want you to remember. When you go from 5 times a night down to 2, that is a real victory. Every small step forward deserves to be celebrated. So let me ask you, if you started a sleep journal tonight, what would you track first? The time you drink water, The time you eat dinner? Or the number of times you wake up? Write your answer in the comments, and let's create a community of people who watch over and care for themselves. Now that you have the tools to measure your progress, let's move to the next part. Why Nocturia feels different for men and women, and how each should respond in their own way. Part 6. Men versus women. Why Nocturia feels different. Here's something many people don't realize. Nocturia doesn't affect men and women in the same way. Even at the same age, our bodies face very different causes. For men, the most common reason is an enlarged prostate. As the prostate grows with age, it presses against the bladder. This creates the constant urge to urinate, especially during the night. For women, the issue often comes from hormonal changes after menopause. When estrogen levels drop, the tissues of the bladder and urethra become more sensitive and easily irritated. This leads to more frequent trips to the bathroom, even when the bladder isn't very full. Think of it this way. Men and women are like two cars of the same age, but with different engines. They both need care, but the kind of care is not the same. So what's the advice? For men, get your prostate checked regularly, especially if you notice difficulty urinating, weak flow, or frequent urges. For women, pay attention to postmenopausal hormone changes and practice Kegel exercises to strengthen the pelvic floor muscles and support bladder control. I've seen many women reduce their nighttime trips just by adding daily Kegel exercises. And I've seen men who, after checking and treating their prostate, finally enjoyed a full night's sleep they thought was gone forever. So let me ask you, do you feel your situation is more related to prostate issues or to hormonal changes? Share your answer in the comments, because your story might help someone else recognize their own cause. Now that we understand the differences between men and women, let's move on to the next part. A daily routine you can follow to take control of Nocturia and reclaim your sleep. Part 7. Your daily routine blueprint. By now, you understand why Nocturia happens and which habits need to change. But I know many of you are still wondering, so where do I start? How should I structure my day? Let me give you a sample routine, a healthy daily plan designed especially for people over 60. If you try it, you may notice a difference in just a few weeks. 7 a.m. Drink most of your daily water in the morning. This is when your kidneys are active and your body needs hydration to start the day. By drinking earlier, you take the pressure off your bladder at night. 12 o'clock noon. Have a balanced lunch. Plenty of vegetables, a serving of lean protein, and healthy carbohydrates. This is your main fuel to keep your energy steady all afternoon. 5:30, 6:30 p.m. Eat an early dinner. Avoid foods with diuretic effects, tomatoes, celery, watermelon, green tea, or chocolate. Late dinners force your digestion and bladder to keep working when you should be sleeping. 6 p.m. Stop drinking liquids. This includes water, tea, coffee, juice, and even soups. Keep only a small glass by your bed in case you feel thirsty or need it for medication. 9 p.m. Take 20 minutes to relax. Listen to soft music, practice a few deep breaths, or read a calming book. This signals your body and mind that it's time to rest. 10 p.m. Go to bed. Keep your bedroom cool, ideally between 64 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Wear light, breathable cotton clothing so your body can regulate temperature naturally. This is the key that helps you enter deep, restorative sleep. When you align your day this way, you don't just reduce nighttime bathroom trips, you also feel lighter, clearer in your mind, and more energized in the morning. A healthy day creates the foundation for a restful night, and a restful night opens the door to a brighter, stronger day. So let me ask you, in this daily routine, what's the first change you'd like to try? Drinking water earlier? Eating dinner earlier? Or keeping your bedroom cooler? Share your answer in the comments, because your small choice today might inspire someone else tomorrow. Now that you have a clear daily blueprint to follow, let's move on to the next part. The extra tools and methods that can help you improve even faster. Part 8. Extra tools that make a big difference. Along with changing habits and reshaping your daily routine, there are a few simple tools that can make a powerful difference. They can help you improve faster and sleep more peacefully. Pelvic floor exercises, Kegels. These are gentle movements, but they strongly strengthen the bladder and pelvic floor muscles. When these muscles are stronger, you gain better control over the urge to urinate. Many women who practiced Kegels regularly noticed a clear reduction in nighttime trips. And men benefit just as much. Relaxation techniques. Before bed, spend just 5 minutes sitting quietly, breathing deeply, and letting your body relax. Some call this a short meditation. It calms the nervous system, reduces stress, and prepares you for deeper sleep. No special equipment needed, just a comfortable chair and a few slow breaths. Medication adjustments. If you're taking diuretics for blood pressure or heart problems, talk with your doctor. Sometimes, simply shifting the dose to the morning instead of the evening can greatly reduce nighttime urination. The important thing is this: never change medications on your own. Always consult your doctor first. Elevating your legs during the day. If you have swelling in your legs or fluid retention, try propping your legs up while sitting in the afternoon. This helps fluid move and drain earlier in the day instead of at night. A simple step, but it can lower the number of bathroom trips after bedtime. These tools don't cost much, they're not complicated, and you can start today. But they can make a very big difference. So let me ask you, which of these tools would you like to try first? Kegels, deep breathing, adjusting your medication, or elevating your legs? Share your answer in the comments because your choice might be the perfect inspiration for someone else watching this video. Now that you know some extra tools that can truly help, let's move on to the next part. The inspiring stories of people who made changes and finally found peaceful sleep again. Sometimes, real-life examples are the most powerful proof. Let me share with you a few short but meaningful stories. One 70-year-old gentleman used to wake up 6 times every night to use the bathroom. He told me, "Doctor, I can't even remember what it feels like to sleep through the night." After we adjusted his dinner time to be earlier and removed diuretic foods from his evening meals, within just 3 weeks, his nighttime trips dropped to only 2. He said with joy, "Now I can wake up in the morning feeling clear-headed and light on my feet." Another patient, a 65-year-old woman, struggled with constant sleepless nights. She often wore heavy pajamas and didn't realize her bladder muscles had weakened over time. I guided her to practice Kegel exercises regularly and switched to light, breathable cotton sleepwear. The result was remarkable. After just 1 month, she reported sleeping 5 to 6 hours straight. She smiled and said, "I feel like I'm 10 years younger." These stories show us something important. Sometimes, just a few small lifestyle changes can make a huge difference. They didn't just sleep better, they felt younger, stronger, and more alive. So let me ask you, if you could change just one small daily habit to improve your sleep, what would you choose? Share it in the comments, because your answer might be the motivation someone else needs tonight. Now that we've heard these inspiring stories, let's move on to the final part. The closing guidance and steps that will help you take control of Nocturia and enjoy a healthier, more confident life. We've reached the end of our journey together today, and I want you to remember something very important. Nighttime urination is not just an inconvenience. It's a sign from your body. And the good news is, you have the power to change it. You don't always need expensive pills or complicated procedures. Often, the real solution lies in the small choices you make every day. By drinking water earlier in the day, by eating dinner on time and avoiding diuretic foods, by training your bladder with patience, by sleeping in the right position, by keeping your room cool and your clothing light, and by using extra tools like Kegel exercises, deep breathing, or simply propping up your legs in the afternoon. These changes may seem small, but together, they can transform your nights and your days. Remember, your body has an incredible ability to heal when you give it the right conditions. It's never too late to sleep better. It's never too late to wake up rested, clear-minded, and ready to enjoy life again. So let me ask you one final question. Which of the strategies we talked about today will you try first tonight? Share it in the comments. I'd love to hear your answer. And your story may be the encouragement someone else needs. If you found today's video helpful, please give it a like. It helps us reach more wonderful people like you. And subscribe to the channel so you'll never miss future tips, stories, and discoveries that can make your life healthier and happier. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care of yourself with kindness and wisdom. And remember, better nights always lead to brighter days. Until next time, sleep well and stay strong.